welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kelsey. I am a homeschooling mom of 2, 1 on the way. He can come today. He can come in 3 weeks. Yeah, here we are. But Oliver is 6 years old and in kindergarten, and Garrett is about to be 4 years old. He doesn't really do a whole lot of formal schooling stuff. He just kind of hangs out with us when he wants to, plays when he doesn't. So here we are. I've been showing you our curriculum picks for next year since we homeschool year round. You can go back and check those out if you want, the ones that we've already done. Today we are focusing on math. So this year for kindergarten, we used the Good and the Beautiful math, Simply Math Level K. We really like it. I know I've been seeing a lot of people switching from the Good and the Beautiful because they don't like the approach of it. They don't feel like they're hitting enough stuff on it, but I do. So we are going to stick with it. It works for us, so it's gonna continue. So I will show you kind of what we have. I just got our Good and Beautiful Math Level 1 course book and the manipulatives box that comes with that. And then I have 2 other cool things to kind of go, 3 other cool things, yeah, to go with it that we already had. When I looked through the course book, I kind of picked out like some different topics we have and stuff, and I kind of looked through what we already have to see what we can add to it. So all right, so with the Good and the Beautiful, you get your course book, and you don't get like a teacher's guide because it's all in here. And then this is the box that came with it this year, and a separate whiteboard came with it. Now, they had recalled the whiteboards that for the first thing because I guess these were attached to the box and they had sharp edges or something. I don't know. I kind of wish it was still attached to the box though, because we'll probably lose this. Okay. So let's take a look at the box first, and then we'll look at the book so you can kind of see how lessons laid out if you're not familiar with the Good and the Beautiful. This is double-sided. The box. So we have a clock here that you can change. It slides open. The one for level K is a lot smaller. Like, I don't have it right here with me, but it's like a quarter of the size, maybe half, but a quarter of the size of this one. So this one is quite large. Okay, inside I already took the stuff out of like the packaging so you didn't have to hear all the rustling of packaging. Okay, inside here we have a lot of goodies. So first we have 2 dice. So this one is just your typical die set. Now everything's wooden in here except the one thing, the one set of things. I like that. Like, I like that it's wooden. It feels nice. This one is a left and right. Left and right. And these just, they do go along with the lessons. They'll tell you when you need to pull something from your math box out whenever you're doing the lesson. So that's in one of the boxes. Then we have a bunch of shapes, half shapes. These are wooden as well, different colors, different sizes, all kinds of different things. There's a bunch of them in here. So we have those. These are really cute. I like these. Take them out. These are clocks, and they are double-sided. But there's a bunch of those as well for different times. And then there are sailboats. This one's kind of like an underwater theme, this book. Sailboats with numbers on them. And they are single-sided. There's just white on the back. Yeah. So there are a bunch of little boats. And then the last thing, these are the ones that are not wooden, are coins. So just plastic coins that do look pretty realistic. You can focus on that. So we have quarters, we have pennies, we have dimes, and we have nickels. And there's quite a few of them in there. Okay, let me close this guy back up. That is what comes in your box. Okay. Next is the book here. So, like I said, we use The Good and the Beautiful for math and language arts currently. We are sticking with it for math. And, yeah, I'm excited about it because I like it. And like I said, if it doesn't work for you, it is a spiral approach, which means it comes back around. So you hit some topics, you might do a couple weeks of lessons, and then you kind of circle back to one that you learned a while back. And that works for my kid. So if that does not work for you, I'm checking something one time. If that does not work for you, that is totally fine. Yeah, they do still have it. The only thing I'm not happy with, this is a really dumb thing not to be happy with, is the binding. So like this is how it's kind of put together here. You can kind of see that. And I don't always feel that it's super sturdy. Like our language arts book, the cover, the back cover ripped off of it pretty early on. So we don't really open and close it much. Like I just leave it open to the lesson that we are on. And then it goes in, we have like a bin that we keep all the stuff we're working on in. So, so it stays protected in there, but yeah, I don't close it and open it each time. All right, let's look inside here. This is just to give you like a really brief overview. We're not going to go in super detail here. Okay. Okay. So we have a hundreds chart here. There was one in the Simply Good and Beautiful level K. There's questions. There's like an about page. This is the unit 1 overview. So you can kind of see right here let's focus. There we go. What concepts we will be learning. It does always have like if there are any extra supplies that are needed for you to complete the course. Usually it's something very minimal, if anything. So for the lesson, like I said, you do not need a teacher's guide for these because everything is right here. So these are always like your review concepts. So we always do hit these, even if we know what we're doing, we still go over whatever the review concept is. The blue is for us to read in our head. So that is for the teacher. And then the black is what we read out loud to the student. And you can see that, it kind of goes into 2 pages here. You can see how it's set up and then right on to the next one. So 2 pages, it doesn't take us long, but it is definitely long enough in my opinion if you really sit down and do it. But there is at the end, there's always a unit assessment at the end of each unit. Again, you still have the same coloring here of like what you say versus out loud versus what is just for you in your head. And then it has what they should do. And if they are struggling with the concept, you check the orange box here. Set up the exact same as the kindergarten course. So this is still the assessment. Still the assessment. These are a lot longer than your lessons, but it typically is broken up. I didn't read this one, but it is typically broken up over a couple days, which is nice. Okay. And then it moves right into unit 2. Okay, so that is how our course book is set up. So that is what comes from The Good and the Beautiful, your book and your manipulatives box. What we had that we probably have more stuff. As you can see, I have like a whole stock full of things over there. But these are some things that I just pulled just from like flipping through and seeing kind of what concepts that we will be working on, and going from there. So I had these guys that I had picked up. I grab flashcards a lot from the dollar spot at the Target, at Target when I'm out shopping, and then I typically just hole punch them and put them together so we don't lose them, because little hands like to get in flashcard boxes and then they go everywhere, so that happens. So these are clocks on one side, like they're all different. Well, I guess they're clocks on both sides, but they're all different types of clocks, which I like because it has the different like ways to look at the numbers, because they aren't always the same on every clock. And then on this side is just more of like a black and white clock. They all look the same, but it looks like we will be doing a good bit of time telling, which he already likes. Like, we are learning, like, we started that in this course, but it's like the hours. So like knowing 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So I like that we already started it. So now we're going to get into more of like actual time telling. Because they were in the I can't with the word today, manipulatives box. I did grab, we had a whole bin of these. I'm pretty sure they were on clearance somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember, but we had them on the shelf. We haven't really used them yet, but different shapes. So I don't know if we'll use them, but they might be nice things to just play with if we need them. These are just, I think I just threw them in here to keep stuff together. No, I think I actually got these on Oriental Trading. These came with it. They're just your 3D shapes. So there's those. So these are just going to sit on our math shelf. We have like a little bookshelf over to the side that's smaller, and it just has like the extra stuff for whatever we're working on. So these guys, and then it looked like there was some like puzzle type stuff, and I have this game that we haven't even opened yet, but it looks really cool. So we have that way we can kind of mess with that too. Now this is rated for older kids, but we aren't going to necessarily go by the directions. We'll kind of make up our own game with them. But that is what I have for math. It was not anything like major and fancy, but like, it's math. So it'll still be fun, because I really do think that this curriculum makes it a lot more fun for him. If you guys have questions about the math course for the good and the beautiful, let me know. Let me know how it's worked for you guys. Like I said, I've seen videos with people switching, and at first I was kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't order this one again, but it works for us, so we're going to make it work for us until it doesn't work for us, and when it doesn't, then we'll switch. But I am really happy with the first one, so I think that will be fine with first grade, and I'm not opposed to switching if we need to, but yeah, here we are. I guess I should have told you how many lessons there are total. That would probably be nice to know, right? 120. That's typical. That's what is in the kindergarten course as well. I believe both math and language arts are 120 lessons. Okay, so that was math. We have language arts yet to go over, history, and science. So be on the lookout. Hopefully we can get them done before baby comes. There should be some like supplemental things that I had picked up on Amazon arriving today. That's what I was waiting for. I didn't want to film those ones yet because I did have some extras coming for them, but we had everything I needed for math. So but be on the lookout if you like curriculum stuff. Be on the lookout for those. We did stick with Good and Beautiful for language arts. Spoiler alert, but we switched stuff up majorly for history and science next year because I was not happy. We did Sunlight HBL level K this year. Was not happy with it, so we really made some changes there. And there's a lot. Those two subjects, it's going to be a lot to show you. So be glad for the quick and easy, good and beautiful videos. All right, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're using. Tell me what's not working for you. Let me know if you have questions. Have a great day.